What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we are going to be reviewing the DC Comics animated Batman. Now, this is not the classic animated Batman or anything like that. This Batman is the recent animated Batman from more or less the DC Comics films that have been put out, including this is the Batman from Son of Batman, the Batman vs. Robin that's going to be coming out. It is also the Batman from Justice League War and Throne of Atlantis. So this is pretty much just the new animated Batman, I want to say, just for the movies. And even though my favorite Batman is Batman Beyond, it's kind of, they really didn't put too many figures of Batman Beyond out there, and the ones that they did, they're really not that great of figures. So I really wasn't going to hunt down one of those Batman Beyond figures, and I really don't see DC Collectibles putting out a Batman Beyond figure anytime soon. Just because, I mean, unless a movie comes out or they decide to, recharge the series, or not, not reboot the series, but warm back up the series and keep the Batman Beyond series going, because I know it did get canceled. But that was a long time ago. It's been a while, so I want to say if we were going to see anything Batman Beyond, it probably would have happened already. But, Batman Beyond's my favorite Batman, but, until they make a figure of him, I guess this guy's kind of like the placeholder for the Batman in my collection. And I kind of like this Batman. I like the way he replies and, talks to the other characters in the movie. Especially for those of you who have seen Justice League War, the way he, when Green Lantern finds out that Batman doesn't have any superpowers or anything like that, and they're talking there in the sewers, that's kind of a little funny conversation that they have. And that's kind of why I kind of like this Batman. I kind of like the way he has that little bit of sarcasm and, kind of comedy in him. But anyway, on to the review. Straight on into this review with paint job. Batman, of course, very basic Batman colors. You got very nice black for his, mask and his cape. Very nice dark gray for his suit. Black for his boots. Black for his gauntlets. You got black lines painted on the body. Of course, you have his gold utility belt. You got the black bat symbol there in his chest. He has white eyes, and of course, basic skin coloring for the mouth. And that about does it for paint job. Detail-wise, it's an animated Batman, so he's not going to have as much detail as he would kind of like a comic book or a movie Batman figure. So his detail is very, smooth and basic because it's an animated Batman. All of the details and lines on his suit are actually painted on, and even his utility belt here is painted on to the sculpt, except for these gold bars that are on the front and back. Those are etched into the sculpt. But other than that, all these lines and like rivets on his shoulders and everything like that, that is all painted on there. It's not a detail added on there. But, very nice muscle tone all over his body, arms and everything like that. Gauntlets are very nicely done on both sides of his arms. His cape, very nicely done cape. I dig the cape. I like all the wrinkles and folds in it. And, of course, you have the very classic, the way it, it's not a flat cape here at the bottom. It has actually the bat look and everything to it. So very classic Batman cape. I like his ears on here, very nice, thin, and they're not too long. They're very nice and short. You kind of have his ears kind of protruding through the mask and everything like that. It's a very nice detail on this Batman, and it's a very basic Batman. He's not very, he's not all crazy with a whole bunch of fancy stuff or anything like that. This is a very, very basic Batman figure. And, that's the other thing I forgot to mention about paint, too. His gauntlets and everything are black, but on the inside of his hands are painted, the gray on the, the same gray as his suit is. So that's actually kind of neat. Kind of dig that a little bit. Now we'll move on to articulation. Batman can look up, although it's kind of stiff to make him to look up as high as he can. But he can look up, and of course he can look down. He can look left. He can look right. He can kind of tilt his head side to side as well. Arms, because of the way the cape folds over his shoulders, the shoulder articulation, you can get basic forward and backward, but kind of getting them to go outwards is kind of a little bit of a challenge. He does have a bicep joint to where you can rotate the arms, although those are a little stiff as well. Very nice elbow joints, but he does have rotation at the elbows as well. No wrist joints. no waist joints, but he does have very nice, hip articulation here for the legs. His legs can go forward, they can go backward, and they can tilt outward. Knee joints, not the best knee joints. They can get like that much of a bend, so nothing too crazy, and then they straighten out that much. So not too much bend for the knees, and then no ankle or anything like that. And this Batman suffers from what my Black Adam figure suffers, but I think it's just because of the way that this Batman, he's an animated Batman, so he's kind of a little skinnier. He's not as much built. His cape really weighs him back, and this guy is almost impossible to stand up. I have to have something behind him to help him stand, because he does not stand on his own. So, but other than that, he's a great figure, great basic Batman figure. Now I'm going to do some size comparisons. Here he is with the DC Comics New 52 Aquaman. Of course, your Trident's going to give me trouble like it does always. Okay, whatever. So there he is, sized up with Aquaman. Very nice size comparison there. They're more or less the same height. Here he is, sized up with the Martian Manhunter. Very nice size comparison there. Fit in well in scale. Here he is with the Arkham City Two-Face. Very nice sizing there, and they look really good together. I'm gonna kill you, Batman. Okay. Sorry. And here we are with Black Adam. Yay, look, you guys can be brothers. You want to know why? Your capes weigh so much that you guys can't do anything. Okay, but here he is sized with Black Adam. Very nice sizing there. Black Adam, again, still a little short. And, of course, here he is sized up with the Arkham City, and there goes Croc's collar. Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Deluxe Killer Croc figure. Very nice sizing here. I want to say, it's not perfect sizing. Batman's probably a little bit smaller, but other than that, these two figures look great together. No complaints whatsoever. And I'm going to get your collar back on, Croc. There we go. So there he is, sized up with the Deluxe Killer Croc figure from Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. And that about does it for this review, you guys. I'm not even going to try to get him. I'm sorry if I can't get him to stand. Okay, there. No, it looks wrong. Okay, you know what? Batman just leaned back like that. See, his cape actually helps him stand, but over time, his cape will give out. But anyway, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review of this animated Batman figure. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.